I would tell them what chapter to write, or they could pick one, and they'd sit at tables without talking, because if you're talking, you're not writing the right words. You're going to end up writing what someone's saying. Nobody's talking, everyone's writing chapters of the Bible in the conference room at Penny Library. And we did that multiple times, once a month, at least twice a month, for maybe a year or two. So Penny Library staff knew us. They knew when I came, I always brought everything with me. I'd go in and out with my wheelie cart and all these bins, and I put everything across the table because it's a public library, and if anybody wanted to come, they could. And if anyone came that had no idea what a handwritten Bible was, I wanted to show them. So I had all the handwritten Bible volumes. I had the artwork in my bin. Everything was there. So when we were done, I thought, let's have a meet and greet artist celebration. Because people were so interested in the art, when they would look at a volume, they would look at the words, of course, but what I saw them doing is they would flip through until they get to the beginning of a book, because what they wanted to see what the title page looked like. That was why I started making all the artwork separately. So now what I did was I said, let's have a meet and greet the artists. And I asked each artist to give me a statement about their artwork. Like, they could say, oh, it was acrylic paint, it was pencils, the images came from here or there or that, whatever. They could give me a story of their artwork. And I asked if the artists could be there for that, because how else could you meet and greet the artists if they're not there? And we had over a dozen of the artists there. They all told their stories. They answered questions from people. Penny Library let us put every single work of art of the books of the Bible across the back wall of their conference room, and it was there for a month. It was the final art gallery at Penny Library, because that was when they were getting ready to tear down that building, and now Penny Library has a new library. So we were the last art gallery there. Penny Library also promoted our thing. They put it on their website. They made a flyer for us, and they chose one work of art on the flyer, because you went as a visual. And the work of art they chose, you've already seen, was the book that I said in the back was the last book of the Bible, and it's not. But it's also a very stunning work of art. The lady who did this did it both on a computer and by hand, and she merged things together. I'm always amazed with people who can do this kind of thing, because it's fantastic. I've never met her. It's Natasha. And someday I would like to meet her, because she did 4 other books of the Bible too, and they were all very intriguing. Not bright like this one was subtle, but she gave an explanation of this too. So the explanations he had is, in the background is the image of Jesus after his suffering. The trees in the foreground are branches which are representative of the foreshadowing of Jesus. In Zechariah, the prophetic words say, "Tell him, this is what the Lord Almighty says. Here is the man whose name is the branch, and he will branch out from his place and build the temple of the Lord." The image of Jesus and the image of the branches are 2 paintings I created that were then blended together to create one piece. Natasha. That's the story of the Handwritten Bible. And if you too love this artwork, go to handwrittenbible.com, and the title bar across the top, click on title pages, and all the title pages are there. Click on any one you want to get it full screen, print it on your printer, have Staples or someone print it on good paper for you. Have Staples. This is called mount and laminate. Ask them to mount and laminate it for you, and you have permission. There's like no copyright on any of the art. You too can have a work of art that came from the Handwritten Bible. Handwrittenbible.com. I'm Len Lindsay. That's been an overview of a 7-year project. Oh, I didn't tell you. The very day that it was complete, the last volume, Grimm Book Bindery called me and said, come pick it up. I said, all right, I'm coming. It was Good Friday. I picked it up at about noon on Good Friday, and we said it is completed, just like Jesus did, except we were happy. He was not, but he died for us, and it was a good, fitting way to end the project with "it is completed." Thank you very much. I'll put some links underneath if I figure out how to do it.